now. Yeah.
All right, this is Sports Betters Media. I am Hip Hop Mag, C11 Studios. Got a special guest in the building. One time for Omo. All right, give it up for one time.
Thank you. Thank you.
All right, how you living?
I'm living good. I'm out here out in Cali, so it's always sunny in California.
It's always sunny in Cali.
Hmm.
A lot of wildfires out there too.
Not all the time. Not all the time.
That's
But
good.
yeah.
That's a good thing. All right. Hey, Ladybug, let us know where you're from and what area code you're repping. Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Let us know where you're from and what area code you're repping.
Okay, I live out in Orange County, California. I graduated
Yeah.
from college here, and I just
Okay.
stayed after I graduated from college. So I'm about, just for some reference for some people that don't live in California, I'm about like 30 minutes south of
That's right.
LA. So I'm like in between San Diego and LA.
Very good, man. Shouts out to Cali, man. Orange County to be exact.
Yes. So right next to Disney.
There you go, man. You got to fly me out there one day, man. I want to see Disney World.
Don't worry, I got you.
Okay. Anybody want to give a shout out to before we get started?
um, well, it's shout out to God every time.
Right.
Yeah, shout out to my producers who work really hard and to my team who's supporting me.
Very good. Very good. Let the viewers and the fans know how'd you come up with your name.
This is actually my middle name.
Mm,
Yeah, I always tell people like it's not a gimmick; it's my actual name that I was born with.
that's facts.
And
Okay.
I'm a first generation Nigerian American. My name actually means God's child. So
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I,
I've
when
seen
I
that.
became an artist, I wanted to remember, where I came from and who I belong to. And so I was like, I'll just go by my middle name.
There you go, man. Hey, shouts out one time, man.
Thank you.
And say your name one time for the people.
Say your name one time.
OMOGHÉNÉ.
All right, man. There you go, man. Straight out of Nigeria, born in Nigeria.
Born in the U.S., but my parents are from Nigeria.
Yeah.
Oh, there you go. There you go. I did my background search now. What made you initially get into music?
Ooh, I don't know. There's some things, honestly, that are just like a part of you. And music has just always been a part of my life.
Mm-hmm.
I grew up in the church. I sang in the church. When I was in, elementary, middle school, high school, I sang at all the rallies, all the talent shows. I was there. As far as
Right.
I can remember, music has just been there. It's just, it's in my DNA, honestly.
There you go. And I'm gonna tell people, man, you got a beautiful voice.
Thank you. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that.
And I can tell just really just sitting at the desk and looking at the camera, you got a beautiful soul. You're a spiritual woman, and they don't make them like that no more.
Thank you. Thank you.
All right, tap in, man. Omo in the building. Who inspired you growing up, just in general?
I love that question. I love that question so much. So, um, my mom used to play like a lot of different things. She
Yeah,
would play everything from R&B to gospel to Afro-Beats, right? What it was, back in the day. So I was listening to Lauryn Hill, my favorite artist, India
there you
Arie,
go.
Sade. Um, there's some other artists, like Kirk Franklin, Tasha Cobbs, who's like a newer artist.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and then just to name a few Nigerian artists that I grew up listening to, Yinka Ayefele,
Yeah,
Fela. Everybody knows Fela.
there you go.
Um, but yeah, those are all the things I grew up listening to, and it's really influenced my sound. When you hear elements of R&B, you hear elements of gospel, you hear
Uh-huh.
a few like African drums and my music, and I really had an opportunity, thankfully, for all my producers
There you go.
To have an opportunity to find my voice and to find my sound. And that takes a lot of time, right? Because the immediate instinct for artists, right, is to just do what's popular or do what's hot.
Right.
The hard thing is to spend the time to get to know, who am I as an artist, and what do I want to say right now? What do I have to say? Especially like if you're a writer, right?
God gave you that voice for a reason.
Right? And I'm going to use it to the fullest.
That's right. Got to use it, man. Got to stay tapped in and just keep on going. And I tell people, life's a beautiful, it's fine. OMO in the building, baby. Hey, it's going to go out, but it's going to come back. So we just going to keep going.
Okay, no problem.
I appreciate you so much. Man.
Of course.
Now, how's life been treating you so far? And look, this is what we'll do. When it go out, I'll stop asking questions. When it come back, I'll get to the questions.
Okay, that's fair.
You see what I'm saying?
That's fair.
Now, how's life been treating you so far since you've been in Cali?
Life is good. I love California. Of course, like the market itself, you know, everybody's talking about, you know, the economy and the state of the real estate market. But I personally, I love California. I love living here. I love the access I have, you know, to work with other creatives. And that includes just not producers, but photographers, videographers. You know, everybody's out here. So I honestly love being here. I've made a home here. Yeah, I don't see myself living anywhere else, but, you know, knock on wood, you know.
You're going to make me move to Cali, man.
Honestly, anybody that like leaves, like my parents recently left California and I was like, you'll be back.
Wow. It's a beautiful place, man.
It is.
Now, let me ask you this, man, and I'm going to tell the viewers and the fans, best podcast in the Carolinas, North and South, Omo in the building, Cali's own. Get your discounts on Guala deals, man. We got merch, we got technology, all for the low. We also do sports betting as well. So life's been treating you good in Cali.
Yes.
But talk to me about this. How's that new single you doing that you're working on that you're going to drop soon, Already Mine?
I think that is one of my best records yet. I'm really, really excited to share it. You know, sometimes when you're in the studio and you're writing something, you know, it just comes like that. You know, it's one of those records I didn't really think too hard about, right? And I've really been writing a lot of records about love, right? And so this is one of those records I really, really want to share. And I'm really excited this year because not just this record, but my upcoming records are going to be centered around love. And I want to talk about everything from heartbreak to self-love to
there you go.
Finding love, you know, in God, and being open to experiencing new romantic love, right?
Oh, you single?
No.
Okay.
So those are all things that I really want to share, and I hope that that, you know, in my honesty and my vulnerability, that people can hear me and see me, right? Because we all just want to be seen, right? We all want to be heard, and I hope that, you know, in my honesty and openness, that somebody else will feel seen. You know what I'm saying?
And I tell people it's cool to be seen, but you just don't want to be seen in a bad way.
Yes, you're right. You're very true.
That's facts. Talk to us about that YouTube series you got called OMOCOVERS.
Yeah, so OMOCOVERS, I'm covering some of my favorite R&B and Afro-Beat songs. I'm doing my own little twist because that's what I do. And it's just an opportunity to share in a way that can be gifted properly to my audience.
Right.
As I call them, the Omo gang. So, yeah.
Y'all tap in Omo series. Y'all tap in the Guala deals. We got merch for the low discounts. We also do sports betting as well, man. Y'all make sure y'all tap into what's it called, Tease?
Quality deals, baby.
Quality deals. What's the sports betting?
Sports
Prize picks.
Prize picks, baby.
All right. Y'all sports bettors want to make some money, man. Tap into Prize Picks. All right. Omo, talk to us about the meaning of Afro-Beats for all the viewers who don't know.
Ooh. So Afro-Beats, so there's Afro-beat and Afro-Beats, right?
Okay.
And Afro-Beats is like the new funk fusion version that we kind of have today that has a lot of other like subgenres under it.
There you go.
Right. So we have like Afro fusion, we have Afro R&B. And so a lot of the things that you hear from some of my favorites like Thames, Burna Boy, Rema, Ira Star is kind of like under that like Afro beats, right, where they blend and explore a lot of sounds. And these artists are really pioneering a new sound, a new wave. And I'm really, really excited to see it. And I'm excited, to be a Nigerian and to be a witness to a lot of those things.
All right. Now you said you was excited to see it. Keep going.
Yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited to see I'm excited to see this. I'm excited to see the progression of Afro beats in the market and to also see how many people are open to it. Because honestly, as a Nigerian, you're like, wow. I remember like there was a time when we would kind of like hide this kind of music, but like now to see everybody grooving to it, it's like, yeah, now you see why we're over here, whining, whining at the parties, and I love seeing everybody experience our culture.
Right. That's right. That's right. It's all about culture.
Yes.
All right. Tap in, man. Best podcast, North and South. Omo, with you having a degree in business, do you think that played a major role you joining the entertainment business?
So let me say this, right?
Okay.
Before I made the decision to go into the music industry, I was actually on the pathway to law school. Yeah. And I remember it was like I was getting close to the time where I had to start studying for the LSAT, and I just felt the pressure, and I was like, I need to just tell my parents, like, I don't want to do this.
Yeah.
And I had always had this burning passion inside me to sing, right?
Yep.
And you do yourself a disservice and you do society a disservice when you don't follow and express the gift that God has given you.
That's right. That's a fact. That's big facts. I love that.
So
yeah.
I just had to tell them, and surprisingly, they were very supportive. They wish I would have told them sooner, of course. But that weekend that I told them, I wrote, my first record, which was Every Day Is My Birthday. And ever since I've been very open and honest, about my career goals and where I'm headed and what I want to do, as they say, declare it or put it in the atmosphere or whatever people believe.
Manifest it.
Exactly. Just doors have been opening and it's kind of like you just shoot like a rocket and that's all you can really do. And you just ride the wave that is there to carry you.
I tell all my boys, man, the people I deal with every day, Tease, Paul, you got to really hound in on your purpose because at the end of the day, that's all we got.
Exactly. Let me say this, though.
Yeah.
I will say that having a degree in business has affected the way I do music and the way I do the music business. My processes that I have in place with my team, with people that I contract with, my vendors.
Yeah.
I want everybody to have a great experience, when they meet me, when they talk to me, when they talk to anybody in my team. And I try to make sure that they all know that and that we're acting in a professional manner and that we're making sure that people have a great experience. Right. But yeah, and also keeping everything organized and keeping everything, in one place is very, very important. And I think those processes have also helped, in seasons where you may not be as passionate about certain things, right?
Mm-hmm.
And that's where we talk about things like discipline, right?
You have, and I tell people, in order to succeed in this life, you got to have one, discipline, and two, you got to stay consistent.
Exactly. You got it.
Yeah, you got to. So I'm rocking with you. Omo in the building, man. Best podcast, North and South. Y'all make sure y'all tap in. All right. And I love your music. And not only do I love your music, but I love your name, especially when it's translated in English. What's the biggest thing that you can do to keep your fans inspired?
Keep being myself.
Right.
Keep staying connected with who I am. I think as an artist, I think that's probably the most important thing that you'll ever do. Is, figure out who you are. People relate to who you are, not just like a brand, right? Or just a record. They're relating with, what you have to say. And how I know what I want to say if I don't know who I am yet. So I think that's the most important thing for me.
Yeah, man. Keep your fans inspired, man. And you got to understand. People got to understand that I'm more than just a brand. I'm more than just a brand. So if I can inspire somebody else, give somebody else some motivation, that's enough for me.
Exactly. And you know what? You doing what you do on your show, people will see you and be like, wow, he's doing it. I can do it too,
Right.
And that's so important and crucial to our society. And people don't really realize that. Like, you following your dreams inspires other people to follow their dreams.
Man.
And we're progressing society by doing that.
I tell people that all the time because I don't get mad. They say, man, I want to make a podcast like you. And it don't get me off my square. But the thing is, I understand in life, what God got meant for me is meant for me.
Mm-hmm.
And what God got meant for you is meant for you. So it's never no copycatting.
Exactly.
You just got to stay original, stay authentic, and everything. All right. Talk to us about that new single you dropped last year in the streets called Light On. That's some good visuals right there.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah.
That single Light On, it's another one of those records that just kind of like came out, right?
Okay.
And I wrote it about a lot of the unfortunate circumstances that we are dealing with in Nigeria, right? And asking people to just keep the light on. Which is interesting because we still constantly have a electricity crisis in Nigeria, because it's like, how can we keep the light on?
Yeah, right.
But but not just to keep the lights on, right? To change, our, because we need constant power. But besides that, but to keep the fire burning. And I think
exactly
with the NSARS movement, I did feel kind of like the light flicker, with how everything ended. It ended in a very sad way. Yeah. And I know a lot of young people are losing faith, and losing hope in the country, and the leadership. But I was just, urging them to just keep the faith, keep being innovative, keep doing your own duty to make society better in any way you can. And it's obviously easier said than done, right? It's easier to say that here from the US, but people in Nigeria are, living a completely different life, and I can't.
Exactly. Hey, Omo, I was telling this guy the other day. He said, man, I hate this fucking country. I can't stand it. Motherfucker, go to Nigeria and them other countries and see how they fucking living.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Because I appreciate this damn country. I appreciate this motherfucking country, because you go there, the lights off, like you said, ain't no damn water. And motherfucker drinking whatever they can drink to survive.
Yeah. So let me back up. So there are some people in Nigeria. I would say a lot of the population, yes, are
Yeah.
not living well, right?
Exactly. Yeah.
But there is another part of Nigeria that people are living extremely well. They have water, they have constant electricity,
Yeah.
right? Or at least close to constant electricity. But for the rest of the people, looking for a job can be difficult. They may have a roof over their head, but looking for the next meal can be difficult. Or, there's some areas that, they have not constant light as other areas. And so you see here in the United States, if you pay your bill, the lights are going to be on. You see?
Right.
In Nigeria, people are paying bills and they don't see the lights. So it's like, what are we paying for? And I think those things are quite frustrating. And so, I hope that, when people see me and they get to talk to me, they get, just a little bit of education about Nigeria. So there's two sides of it. I want to make sure I at least say that, because there's some people that they're living lavish. They're living like
royalty.
Yeah.
They have a driver, they have a chef, they have they have housekeepers, everything. Some people have never driven a day in their life. Somebody's there to just take care of them and drive them around.
That's why I tell people, man, sometimes you got to appreciate what you have until you get what you want.
Yep.
I might not have the iPhone 14, but as long as this iPhone can text and call, I'm good.
Yeah, exactly. It's
See
the state of mind.
It's
how you're going to think about it, your outlook.
That's right. Absolutely.
What's her recording process like?
What's your recording process like? Talk to us about that.
It's always different. Sometimes I come into the studio and I have a song that's already, on my heart, already written. Sometimes some producers will send me beats, be like, hey, do you like this? I'm like, yeah, sure. And then I'll write on it.
Yeah.
Already Mine in particular, it's funny because the day before I messaged my producers and because they were like, what do you guys want to work on? Right.
Yeah.
Because we've been sessioning a lot. And I was like, I want to do an upbeat song. Right.
Yeah.
So, the next day we get into the studio and one of my producers, Chris, he had this guitar riff, right?
Yeah.
And started playing it. And I was like, oh, that's nice. That's real nice. Right.
Right. There you go.
And I just started writing. And I think it didn't even take that long. I think it took us max like an hour to 2 hours to even get all the vocals down, even all my harmonies, everything. I got everything down, written from beginning to end.
How long have you been doing music?
Professionally since 2019, but that's when I released my first record.
That's not bad. Roughly about 3-4 years.
Yeah. So right before COVID hit, I had a really good 2019, and then COVID hit, and it was like, oh darn.
You know what I appreciate about women like you is it's you singing to me. Omo, you heard me?
I can hear you now. What'd you say?
Hey, I appreciate women like you. It's because you singing to me.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I was listening to your music in the car today. I just felt like relaxing and just chilling.
See, and that was good. And I like that, and I'm happy to give people that experience when they hear me. And Already Mine won't be as soft as my usual music, but I still believe that I like to serenade.
Right.
And so I have my way of singing, but
I'm cool with women rapping. I'm cool with y'all talking that, that rap shit, but I need a woman to just soothe my soul.
Yeah. And there are a lot of artists today that are doing that are really bringing that part of R&B back. And I'm really happy to hear that.
Right.
I'm really excited to see the future of R&B. People like Money Long, who I love so much, Victoria Monet.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Hey, that's it, man. One time for Mo, man. Yeah, sing to me.
Thank you.
Mary J. Blige, that J-Lo, that Ashanti.
Yes. Yes.
All right. Any new projects you working on? Do you got any merch out in the streets yet?
No merch.
Okay.
I do have a project coming out later this year, so stay tuned.
All right. There you go. There you go. Not too much. Just a little something.
Just a little something, okay?
All right. What, do you want to act? Do you see yourself in the acting roles in the future?
I am open to all opportunities.
There you go.
Yes.
There you go. Ain't nothing wrong with that.
Mm-hmm.
You're a sweet girl too, so I know you're gonna make the right decision.
Thank you. Thank you.
Huh?
Would you mind singing something before she go?
Oh, my homeboy said, "Will you sing us something before you go?"
Ooh,
Yeah. Yeah.
let me see.
Not right now, but just before you go.
But before I go, I'll sing maybe 2 lines because
Okay.
it's y'all gotta pay.
Respect.
Hey.
Nah, for real.
Nah, for real. That's I tell people, Omo, I can't give you knowledge for free because you'll run off and not say, hey, that's the person that gave it to me.
Exactly.
You see what I'm saying? I got to charge you for this game.
Exactly. Honestly, I've invested a lot, into my artistry. You know what I'm saying? I can you hear me? Oh.
That's real talk. Just we're gonna block all this out. Omo in the building, man. Tap in. Best podcast in the Carolinas. No offense, South. All right. Wi-Fi can't stop us.
The Wi-Fi will not stop us.
All right. Let me ask you this. I asked you that already. Where's all the places you performed at so far?
Ooh, let me start with some of my favorite places that I performed at.
Okay.
I've opened for Super Duper Kyle, right? That was one of my favorites with my band.
Okay.
I performed at House of Blues Anaheim, House of Blues San Diego.
There you go.
The Federal, those are some of my favorites.
Yeah.
Breaking Sound, and that's just to name a few. But I pray that this year and next year we're gonna have much bigger venues.
When y'all coming to Carolina?
When y'all ready for me, when Carolina's ready for me, I'm there.
Have you been to Carolina yet?
I have not, but
Wow.
I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, we in the capital right now, Big R, Raleigh.
Mm-hmm.
So if you ever get a chance, try to get some venues and events booked out here.
Okay.
And you'll definitely love it. It's a beautiful city.
I will.
All right, tap in, man. What's the biggest thing you can say you learned since you've been in this game?
Stick to your gut. It's always right.
Yeah. Yeah.
Stick to it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think that's
Yeah.
one thing I've learned. And that goes for artists, entrepreneurs.
Yeah.
There's a reason why you're there. There's a reason why you're in leadership.
Right.
There's something about you, right, that it's God-given.
Exactly.
That is hard to explain, right? And I'm sure, you guys have all experienced it where you don't know why you want to go in this direction, but you just know that this is the way you need to go.
It was destined.
Exactly.
It was destined. I tell people, God is
attention
real.
to that.
God is real, but the thing that blocks that energy is the technology.
Yes.
One is lust.
Yes.
And it's greed.
Yes.
So now you're thinking in the car, a car. No, what they call it? No. It's carnal minded.
Oh,
yes.
It's a carnal minded state where it's worldly. You see what I'm saying?
Exactly.
You see what I'm saying? It's all that. So a motherfucker got to see the vision before he get there. I told a motherfucker today, I said, my body might be here, but my mind is somewhere. I'm already there. I already made it.
that's how you have to operate. Honestly, you have to operate like that. Like you're already there, you know, like everything you're doing now is for the future, right? And you have to keep your mind on the future state, right? Of where you want to be. And you put your processes in place and you put the people around you in place, right? For that future state, right? And the right people will come around you. If you stick to your guns and you stick to your gut, I promise you the right resources, people will come your way. I promise you.
Right, because it's all about the earth.
Exactly.
It's all about the earth. And I tell people, can you see me?
I can see you.
I tell people it's whether you're doing good or bad, that's what the earth gonna send you. You see what I'm saying? And I speak on the bad part. It's like if I'm going down that path, then I can expect bad shit to happen and bad people to come along.
Yeah, exactly. Like the way you think, right, about your life. Like if you're always thinking, "Woe is me," woe is always going to be you. You need to be hoorah to me, right? And I like that sound that says it's like a viral sound, like everything is working out for my good, right? And saying those things and declaring those things. And obviously, you know, everybody's, you know, taking things and saying manifesting or, you know, stuff like that. But I mean, those are concepts, you know, are really borrowed, you know, from the Bible, right? You know, declaring things, right? And speaking good things. Those are things that are borrowed from the Bible and things that, you know, God did from the beginning of time. You know, he spoke things into existence.
Yep. Got to speak it into existence, man. I tell people, Omo, what goes up must come down.
Exactly.
And that's why a lot of these rappers are passing away, because they speaking on death and it come to them. Omo, you gonna love me after tonight. Real talk. No, that's real talk. That's real talk, man. I'm telling you, that's real talk. What you speak on is gonna happen. I tell myself every day, I'm gonna be this, I'm gonna be that, and I know it's just a seed that I'm planting.
Yeah. And one thing I really would urge, you know, the hip hop community to do is, you know, please be careful out here. Don't be sharing your location. You know, I'm really sad to see, you know, a lot of greats pass on.
Say it again, Omo.
Oh yeah, I was saying
it again.
that. I said that I really want to urge the hip hop community to please be careful. Don't be sharing your location.
Yeah,
you know, I'm really sad to see a lot of greats pass away.
Yeah. Yeah, and it's crazy. It's hard not to nowadays, because the thing is, it's social media. So they got to promote. And what they doing is when they post that location or what they going to do next weekend, the motherfucker that's about to hit you, he's already getting set.
Exactly. They're getting ready for you.
Right.
And I don't know what to do in terms of like for shows, but like there's some people that are just going to the gas station or going to a restaurant and they're posting their location. And stuff like that is really hard to see. And, you know, everybody around them also needs to know, like, don't post my location, you know, like, or if you want to post your location, don't post it. I'm here, like, you know, and these rappers, you know, once they get, you know, a little bit of fame, they just need to be careful, you know, and, you know, put some security around them, because
that's what I said. Security.
I want to see them live. I
need you, Paul, for security. March 18th birthday, Big Mouth. Hey, because what people don't understand is back in the day, when we seen Romeo and Lil Bow Wow, you would fall out when you seen them. or Mary J. Blige, whoever it was, you fall out when they see him because it was hard to get to them. Nowadays, these rappers, they tell you where they at. You can just go meet up with them, and it's like that.
Exactly. Easy access, where everybody's accessible now with social media.
Everybody's accessible because of social media. Who is your favorite artist out right now? Who you like?
My favorite artist of all time. Of all time. Let me say my two favorite artists, right? Lauryn Hill. I saw her in
Lauren Hill.
concert a couple of years ago when she was on her Miss Education tour, and when she came out, I cried.
There you go.
And India Arie. Those are
India
my
Arie.
two. Yeah, those are my two top. Like I can listen to their album over and over and over again. I've been listening to them since I was a kid. You know, those are like the first. Those are the first two albums I listened to back to back. So that's Acoustic Soul and Miseducation of Lauryn Hill. Those are the two albums I learned.
There you go, man. Hey, keep going, Omo. Definitely love your spirit. Love your music, man. And I know everybody else do too.
Thank you for having me.
We ain't done yet. We ain't going
Oh, okay.
How long do you want to continue to make music? Do you eventually want to become a CEO and manage your label? Talk to me.
I'm a CEO. I speak as I am right now.
That's right.
But yeah, I don't know how long I want to do music for. I think I'm gonna roll with the punches right now, and just take life as it comes. I know that I have a long way to go.
Yeah.
I've barely scratched anything, so I can't speak on how long, but I know that I'm here and I'm here to stay.
Yeah.
And I want to see how far I can take this.
That's right, man. I tell people, man, it goes back to what we was talking about with the thinking part of it. Because when I was working at Hardee's and Subway, I was already thinking that I was a boss then.
Exactly. It doesn't matter about your present state. Like,
right.
There's things that are like, I don't know, like it doesn't matter your present state. As far as you're working towards where you need to be in the future, like you're fine, you're okay. Like just be yourself, just keep, if you keep trying to chop that wood, eventually the tree's gonna fall down.
Exactly. You're right. Omo, I fuck with you, man. I'm definitely stay in touch with you. Just to see how you doing out there in Cali. I got a lot of family out there. A lot of people that stay on the West Coast, Phoenix, Cali. So definitely got to just keep networking and keep going.
Yeah, come visit us.
Facts, big facts. All right, Orange County, man. Y'all better tap in, man. Y'all got big artists out there in Cali, man. Orange County. All right. What's next for Omo, man, to keep the anticipation going?
What's next? What's next is more music. I'm exploring a lot of, sounds and getting to know myself some more. I've been spending a lot of time in the studio. So I would say be expecting a lot more music and be on the lookout for my project.
There you go, man. There you go. I can't wait for it, man. I can't wait.
Thank you.
All right, tap in. What's the biggest advice you can give to all the younger artists coming up underneath you?
That is a good question. Don't stop living real life. Life.
God damn. Shut up.
Life is what makes us better artists, better writers, better producers. When you go outside and you experience people, you experience nature. Those are the things that inspire us to be better creatives. So
that touched me. Yeah, that touched me because it don't matter how high we get in life. If you stop appreciating the little things, then what's the point?
Exactly. And for me, that's a really, really big thing for me. Once I see that I'm not creating or I'm not really like in tune with myself as I should be, I have to shut off social media, clear my mind, go on a cleanse, go outside. And, go out with some friends, and just get back to who I am, right? Because after you have those experiences, you come back to the studio and you come back to, writing, and you get in that booth, I promise you something beautiful is going to come out.
Right, exactly. That's right. It's all about staying inspired and just to keep creating.
Yes.
If Lauryn Hill and India Arie both asked you to collab, but you can only pick one, who are you picking?
I cannot answer that question.
Well,
I cannot answer that question. Yeah, that is the hardest question on earth.
I knew you weren't gonna answer it neither. I knew you weren't gonna answer.
Yeah, I can't.
That's
That
tough.
is, yeah.
Yeah.
No, God is not gonna do that to me. Yeah, God is gonna say you can have both, right?
Right.
So,
Favorite place
I
to
hope
eat?
I get opportunity to work with both of them.
Nah, for real.
That's big facts, and you will. You will.
Yeah.
As long as they here, like I said, they're attainable. You can still get to them.
Exactly.
All right. Favorite place you like to eat? Where does Omo like to go?
Okay. Y'all are gonna think I'm so what do you call it? Boring, but I'm not promoting them. I'm not, trying to promote some place, but I really love Olive Garden.
Oh, me too.
Yes! Yes!
There's just something about the breadsticks and the salad, and then they have a minestrone soup.
Yeah. What's them noodles? Hey, you heard me, Omo?
No, what'd you say?
I said my favorite food there, Alfredo chicken.
Oh, I used to love that one. So I'm vegan. I've been a vegan for 3 years now.
Okay.
So, but yeah, before I was a vegan, I used to have the Alfredo all the time. Oh my, that was like the main dish I ate every time. But yeah, but now I can only stick to like the pasta and marinara sauce, and they have like a new like eggplant thing.
Yeah.
And they like recently like made it vegan, and they like took all the cheese out of it. So I was like, oh yay, I have something to eat.
What I'm trying to do, and I am doing it, is just cutting down on the fast food because it's the fried, the cheeseburgers, and all this shit. I'm really I go to Dairy Queen. Dairy Queen, they got my favorite chicken salad there. I get my salad, and that's good for me. And I haven't ate since this morning.
Really?
And I'm trying to, and it's not about what I'm eating, it's how much I'm eating. Yeah. You see what I'm saying? Because a motherfucker don't need to eat 3 times a day. It ain't necessary. It ain't necessary.
That is true. You actually don't need to eat 3 times a day. People don't know that you don't need 3 meals a day.
Yeah, it's all what the government told us that we need to eat 3 times a day: morning, dinner, and whatever else it's called.
Even a gallon of water. If you're not an athlete,
right?
You don't really need to be drinking a gallon of water a day.
Yeah,
drown yourself.
Yeah. So I just try to keep everything in moderation.
Good.
And stay balanced, man. That's the most important thing.
Yes.
Favorite place that you want to visit in the future that you haven't been to yet?
I love to travel. I really love to travel. I have like a long like bucket list, but I mean, I want to go to Paris. I want to go to Rome.
Oh, city of love.
Yeah, I want to go to Ghana. I haven't been to Ghana. I want to go to South Africa. I think of places I haven't really been to.
You want to go to Japan?
I've been to Japan. I was in Japan for 6 weeks. That was a great experience.
That's tough.
Yeah, that's really tough.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think those are like on my top bucket list, and then maybe some more like Caribbean islands, like maybe like Barbados, Trinidad. Yeah.
Yeah, I tell people I don't want to go nowhere but Brazil.
Ooh.
Yeah, I swear.
That would be nice too.
I want to go to Brazil. I love beautiful women.
Beautiful women all over the world.
Right. So take me to Brazil, man. I'll be good. Favorite movie and TV show today in 2023? What you like to watch?
Favorite movie of all time is the remake of Rodgers and Hammerstein's Cinderella. That's the one with Brandy and Whitney Houston.
Wow, that's tough.
When I was a kid, my mom talks about this all the time. when I was a kid, because I think that movie came out the year I was born, 1995,
Yeah.
and
Oh, you just gave me your age.
yeah.
Yes. Born in 94.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
But yeah, my mom
Yeah.
talks about it all the time. She says like when you were a kid, you used to
Mhm.
play that movie over and over and over again. And she said I used to sing the songs.
Yeah.
Yeah, and this is one song, you know, Brandy has where she's like, in my own little corner, in my own little chair, I can be whatever I want to be. And
Beautiful voice.
I love how she sang it, you know, and I think Brandy, India Arie, those are the
Yeah.
artists that really let me know, and Aaliyah, right, let me know that it was okay to sing the way I sang, you
Yeah.
know, like with the soft tone,
Yeah, you got
and
that soft tone.
yeah, you know, they really inspired me and made me feel comfortable in who I am as a singer.
Yeah, and the thing about you is you just real soft.
Thanks. And
Yeah.
yeah,
We got a
I've
lot of
been trying to
masculine
put
women out here, Omo.
masculine women.
It's not a lot, but me and my boy was talking about it earlier. It's like I need a woman that's soft as a pillow.
Yes. So let me say this, though. Let me say this. I
Mhm.
think that there are some situations that do demand for women to tap into their masculine side.
Okay.
And there can be some environments or some workplaces or certain careers that does bring out that masculine side
Yeah, it does.
in women. And I would say for me, I forgot, you know, what I was reading, but I've learned that in those situations where I feel like I have to be more masculine, I actually just lean more into my femininity because I'm not about to change because you can't, you know, get it together or maybe you can't respect me. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I've just learned to just lean more into my femininity.
Keep going, Omo. Say it
Oh,
again.
yeah, I was saying that there are certain environments and certain careers that does bring out more of the
Right.
masculine side in women.
Right.
Um, but I've over the years, especially as I've gotten older, I've realized that there's power in my femininity.
Big power.
There is. And so in those times when I feel like I have to be more masculine, maybe to be heard, I've
Yeah.
actually chosen to lean more into my femininity.
Yeah.
Um, and I've learned that my femininity is actually well received. And
It's
I
well
hope
received.
that women can feel comfortable in their femininity, even in
Yeah.
those spaces where they may be the only female, right? Because
Hmm.
That's fear creeping in.
yeah,
Hmm.
exactly. I heard somebody say there's fear creeping in. Yeah, it is fear. And I don't
Hmm.
want women to feel like they can't express their femininity in spaces where they may be the only woman or um, they may feel like they're not heard. And um,
It's vice versa for men in this current day and age. Because a lot of women would say a lot of men aren't as masculine as they need to be or should be. You know what I mean? And that it's due to fear or,
And I tell you,
lack of knowledge.
and I tell you where it come from. It come from sugar. It come from pornos. It come from playing with yourself, and that's where erectile dysfunction comes into play.
true.
Yeah.
I would say, you know, like um, I mean, I don't know what some men are afraid of, you know, with being the real masculine person that they need to be.
Yeah.
Let me specifically speak on right, like the Black community, right, because
Yeah.
that's right, that's who we are.
Yeah.
Um, I think Black men are naturally very masculine, right? They have like a
We got.
very
Yeah.
yeah, and Black men lead. I wish more Black men lead, you know, led, you know, in situations and relationships. I think that there is
Drugs too. Hard drugs.
drugs do negatively affect masculinity, but
Hard drugs.
I hope that, and I'm seeing it already happening. I hope that there's going to be a teaching, right, for Black men, to raise up better Black men, even for those Black men that may not have had their fathers around, to teach them about what it is to be a man, what it is to lead. I obviously, really believe in, men being the head of the household. But I think there needs to be more teaching about what that is and what that looks like. That's not like what I say goes, or, putting my foot down or being loud. There's men that are really quiet, that are great leaders, and I think great leaders in their home, and that don't speak much. Maybe the woman is the one that's more talkative, but you'll be surprised in some of those situations. I would say especially with women that can be very independent. A lot of those women, they want to submit to a masculine man. Okay.
Right. I mean, that's just the natural law of the earth.
Exactly.
And I can really see you, besides the music, you can be in politics, you can be a motivational speaker, you can have your own podcast, just the type of mentality that you got.
Thank you. People say that a lot, but I'm always like, should I share my thoughts? I don't know.
You should, because I mean, it's like I said, what God got meant for you is meant for you.
Yes. I'll think about it. Like I said, I'm open to all opportunities. So we'll see where, God takes me and, what's in store for me.
And it's always good to have multiple eggs in your basket.
Exactly. Say that again.
Yeah, the yin and yang. Favorite NBA or NFL team? What you like?
Well, I don't really watch sports. Let me, say that up front. But I would say last season I was really watching the Nets before the big three broke up. I think this is like the first time I've really like paid attention to sports, right?
Yeah.
But yeah, before everybody's gone now. So
Right. That's what's up, man. That's what's up. Hey, best podcast, North and South Sports Bettors Media. I am Hip Hop Mag, Omo, Orange County, tap in. All right, Riley, man, let's get it. Omo, Mary J. Blige or Ashanti? Who you got?
You should just kick me out the show because I can't. I cannot.
Oh, you can't even answer that. It ain't even no.
Oh my gosh, that's hard. That's really hard.
I'm gonna go with Mary J. Blige.
I don't know, because Ashanti's written a lot of great hits. So
She made some great hits, but Mary J. Blige, she got that. She like she got the soul. Like Ashanti is more like hip, but Mary is like soul.
Yes, but like Mary J. Blige is in her own
you.
lane. She's in her own lane because she made like singing over like hip hop beats like really popular. It's really hard to like put a legend like that, and compare her to other people. She's even like her, first album from back in the day, she's doing her own thing.
Keep going.
Okay. Yeah, I was saying that it's hard to put a legend like Mary J. Blige and compare her to other people because she made, singing R&B over hip hop beats really popular. Right?
Yeah.
And then at the same time, right, Ashanti, she's written a lot of hits for a lot of people. So yeah. Hard to make those kind of decisions. Those are two different people. Give me another one.
Well, there she go. Hey, he got everything saved.
Yes. Oh, okay, good.
Hey, he's a wizard.
A wizard.
Hey, I was just gonna say, listen, we'll do it again.
No problem.
Hey, and we can do it again.
Yeah, that's okay. I'm ready whenever y'all are ready.
Omo in the building, man. A lot of patience.
You have to have patience.
You have to have patience. Oh my gosh. I only got 2 more questions for you. Look,
Go
you
ahead.
said ask you another one. Hold up. Let me think of something.
Yeah, I think it's something.
I gave you Mary J and Ashanti. Yeah. Okay, so you went with Missy Elliott. I fought Missy Elliott.
Yeah, I love her. She's like I love how she's being given her flowers recently.
Right.
She deserved it. She deserved it a long time ago, but I'm at least happy she's getting them.
Facts. I'm a Missy Elliott fan, man. She don't get her flowers, bro, at all. She don't get her
She's starting
flowers.
to get it now.
She's starting to get them.
Yeah,
But
she's
you know
starting to
what?
get it now.
A lot of the people that we grew up on, Lil Bow Wow, they ain't getting their flowers.
I think Bow Wow's gonna get his flowers. I think he's gonna get his flowers. I think
You gotta calm down.
I think that here's also another problem. I think maybe we are in a society right now where we're not appreciating people because of our access to them.
The access we
Right.
got. It numbs you.
It does. It does. But I think that a lot of these people that we grew up listening to, you know, we need to get around to giving them their flowers, you know, saying thank you for your influence, for your artistry, and for giving back to society.
That's a big fact, man. I want to say something too, man. Shouts out to StreamYard, man. This is an incredible platform right here. Y'all tap in, man. Best podcast, StreamYard, man. You can tap into people across the country, across the state. It's a beautiful thing, especially when that Wi-Fi works. Saved everything.
Yeah, boy.
Omo, who do you do this for every day when you wake up?
Of course, you already know what I'm going to say. I do it for God.
Mm-hmm.
I do it for God. I've, you know, paid attention, you know, to, you know, what God is trying to tell me to and not to do. And I do have a heart of service. You know, I hope that my music serves people well.
Yeah.
I hope that I serve the OMO gang well, and I hope that I serve my team well. And anybody that comes in contact with me, you know, I want my music to be, you know, an act of service. You know, I want it to inspire people to think, and cause them to think differently about certain things. And I want them to feel seen, like I said earlier.
That's it, man. 1 hour long, man. On the best podcast in the Carolinas. We're gonna edit everything up just for Omo. Good spirit, good woman.
Thank you.
All right. Let them know where we can find you on all platforms, Miss Lady.
You can follow me on all social media platforms at _OMOGHENE. My music is available on all music streaming platforms and stores. So just search me up. YouTube, IG, Facebook, Spotify.
Say it one more time again, Omo.
Oh, can you hear me now?
Yep, go ahead.
Yeah, I was saying you can follow me on all social media platforms at _OMOGHENE, Instagram, Facebook, TikTok. I'm everywhere. And you can follow my music on all streaming platforms and stores. Just search up my name. I'm there. And you can also join the OMO gang at OMOGHENE.com.
There you go.
And you can just stay in touch. Stay tuned. When you follow me, say hey, say what's up. I respond.
Yes, you do. Yes, you do. I'm going to stay in touch and definitely part of the OMO gang now, man. Big OMO gang.
Thank you. Thank you. Welcome to the family.
All right. Sports Betters Media. I am Hip Hop Mag. OMO gang. Orange County, Raleigh, North Carolina. Tap in. All right, lady. We'll holler. We'll make sure everything edited up. And we definitely stay in touch with you.
All right, girl.
Thank you for having me. I really appreciate the opportunity.
All right. We thank you. We thank you.
Thank you. Have a good day, guys.
All right, you too.
All right.
Bye.